Hello and welcome. My name is Eli, and in today's video I'm going to show you my latest completed camper build project on a client's vehicle, which is a second generation 2006 Toyota Sienna. The client has requested a custom level 3 camper build, which is going to be a little bit different than the usual second gen Toyota Sienna level 3 builds. This particular build is going to feature a new layout with some really cool updates done to it that I think you folks will really enjoy. To learn more about the different build levels that I offer, visit www.horizoncamperbuilds.com. So without further ado, let me show you the new camper build. All right, folks, we're gonna briefly start with the exterior of this minivan. The camper build that you're about to see is applicable for the second gen Toyota Siennas. This is a 2006 model. The second gen's years ranged from 2004 all the way to 2010. Not a lot has been done on the exterior except for the addition of a very large roof basket installed and secured on the factory roof rack. This is something the client has requested, and she is going to use it for storage as well as placing the portable plug-and-play solar panels. These are 220 watt solar panels. She could place them on the roof when she needs to charge the secondary lithium-ion battery as well as the front battery. I'll explain the electricals a little bit later in the video, but this being a level 3, we do have an electric setup that has solar charging, engine charging, and some outlets inside. We'll check those out in just a minute. So that's pretty much everything that was done to it as far as camping upgrades on the exterior. Let me now go ahead, open up the sliding door and show you the actual build. All right, so let's go ahead and check out the custom level 3 camper build. This camper build is removable. It is a modular build that comes in 6 different components. And currently, as you could see, it is installed in place of the second and third row seating. And in order to return the minivan back to a passenger vehicle, it would take approximately half an hour to uninstall the build and reinstall the seats. This camper build is for 1 or 2 individuals. Currently, we have it in the single bed and bench configuration. This allows you to be able to enter, sit on the bed, use it as a bench, and be able to access some of the features inside, which we will check out in just a moment. The client has requested that we retain the natural color of the wood, but we did apply the polyurethane to seal it. Everything has been sanded and routed, and we do have very soft edges. This will prevent from bumping into the corners and potentially injuring yourself. When you are in the single bed bench configuration, you have access to the storage that's under the bed. On this side, we have open storage. On this side, we do have a large drawer. The drawer is on ball bearing locking slides. And if I go ahead and open it all the way out, it locks in position, and you could see the space that we have inside. The mattress that I like to use on all my camper builds is a 25 by 75 inch mattress. It is folding and is also 4-inch thick foam. The cover can be removed so you can wash it, and it is very, very comfortable. You do get 2 of them in this build because this is a single or double bed configuration. I'll set it up as a double bed a little bit later in the video. The client has requested that we install the removable curtain and rod, and we do have window reflectics on all the rear windows. Some of them are currently off at the moment, just so we can have some natural lighting in here so you're able to better see the build. Okay folks, I'm inside the minivan. I am sitting on the single mattress. If you were to sit on this side, you could use this as a backrest, so you can have 1 or 2 pillows. It'll be very comfortable to sit here and be able to maybe open the sliding door and enjoy the view outside. I chose to sit on this side of the build, on the rear section. You can see I have plenty of room for my feet. They are resting on a carpeted floor, and I do have enough clearance. My head doesn't touch the ceiling, and I am sitting up straight. I am 5'9". When I am sitting here, I have access to this area that you see here. One of the really cool features that I have done for my client on this build is I have improved the counter and the storage layout. So you could see up here we do have a shelf for storage. Normally I do like a flip over shelf and counter, so it's either a shelf or a counter. This time we have both. So you could store some items in here, but also raise this counter. It's pretty large. It is on locking brackets. You heard those brackets lock. And now I'm able to go ahead and use this counter for maybe working on my laptop. I do have an outlet down here to charge my laptop, but you could see we also have a fridge that is accessible, and I can place some ready to eat items up here as well to be able to have some food. Under the table, we still have access to the storage compartment of the Sienna in the back, and we also have access to the 2 cup holders. Normally when the reflectics are on, which are removable, it is pretty dark in here. It's very, very private, so it would be ideal for stealth camping with the help of the curtain, of course. But we do have a clip-on LED light that is connected to a USB outlet that will allow us to have some light in here when everything is closed off. Okay, I went ahead and collapsed the table just to show you some more features on this build. Back here we have a floating shelf setup. We don't have the usual sink compartment that would be in this area. The client has requested something a little bit different, which is more storage. We have a shelf that has 2 levels, the upper and lower level. You can see we have open storage on this side. On that side, we have a stove drawer. This is something the client has requested. This will allow you to have a stove, a dedicated stove drawer that can be accessed through the back when you open up that lift gate. Under the floating shelf setup, we have even more storage underneath. So we have a removable lid that can be removed from the inside as well as from the outside. Finally, on this side, we have more storage similar to the one on that side. And also we do have access to the little compartment, storage compartment, and also 2 more cup holders. We do have our solar controller that the 220 watts solar panel is currently plugging into. And you can see there are 2 connectors, one for the solar panels, the other one is for the battery, which is a 100 amp hour lithium ion battery. You can see it's inside here, it's in the battery compartment, and currently it is getting charged by the solar panels. Next to the lithium ion battery, we have a inverter that allows us to use this AC outlet potentially to charge a laptop or power some small electrical items. We have everything that we need located in this battery compartment. This is a Bouge RV 30 quart fridge. It can be opened from the inside as well as from the outside. There is a dedicated DC outlet for the fridge. You can see it down here. So that one has also 2 USB outlets, and it is being used to power the fridge. We have even more outlets. You can see we have an outlet with a voltage reader for the battery. Currently the battery is reading about 13.2 volts, and another 12 volt outlet, 2 USBs, and also another one on this side. On top of the DC outlet, we have an on and off switch for the inverter, which allows you to use this AC outlet. Now, I did mention that in addition to the solar charging, we have engine charging. So the secondary battery, the 100 amp hour lithium ion battery, can be connected to the front battery when you turn on the engine, because we do have a smart isolator option Also, if the voltage is really high on the solar panels, so if it is above 12.8 volts, the solar panels can charge both the rear battery as well as the driving battery. So that's pretty much what it looks like as a single bench and bed setup. What I'd like to do now is show you what it looks like as a double bed. All right, so now we are currently in the double bed configuration. So we have two of the 25 by 75 inch mattresses totaling 50 inch wide by 75 inch long, with some room to spare if you bring the seats up a little bit. Also more room potentially for your feet. If you put the pillow up here, you could see we're not obstructed, so there is a little bit more room for taller folks. So that's pretty much what a double bed would look like on this level 3 build. What I'd like to do now is go ahead and open up the lift gate to show you the rear access of the floating counter as well as the lower compartments. All right, folks, so I'm currently in the back of the vehicle. I opened up the lift gate to show you the rear access of the counter and some more features actually on this layout. So let me go ahead and show you what's back here. So you saw it from the inside, now you get to see it from the outside. The double shelf inside, when the lift gate is closed, you can use this as storage. Outside, you could use it as a counter. So you have this counter space up here. You can also extend the counter space by flipping over the extension. So now we have kind of an L-shaped counter. You can have more counter space by bringing out the extension. So this is another extension that you can bring out. So you could see the total space that you have up here for outdoor use. Let me go ahead and push this back inside and show you this stove drawer. Currently I have a Coleman stove placed up here. The client will be using a much bigger stove, so I had to make sure that the platform for the stove is big enough for her stove. So that's what the stove pullout looks like on soft closing drawer slides. And then again, down here we have the storage compartment accessible from the outside. And then next to it, we have the fridge that you can also use from the outside. You can open it up when you're back here. We have left this area open for storage. On that side, we have the jack and the tire removal equipment. So we made sure that this is also accessible as well. Let me show you the solar controller. You can see the solar panels are currently connected. So the wire is running all the way up to the solar panels. So you can see it's super easy to connect them. This is a plug and play operation. And these are folding and they are 220 watts. Even on a cloudy day like today, they're still getting some sun rays and making sure that the front and rear battery are nicely charged. Finally, we do have a 25-foot extension for the solar panels. So if you want to place them somewhere far away from the van, maybe the van is parked in the shade and the sun is like somewhere 30 feet away from the van, you have the ability to move the panels. That's one of the benefits of having portable solar panels. So that's pretty much what this custom level 3 build looks like on a second generation Toyota Sienna. So that concludes today's video tour on the second generation Toyota Sienna custom level 3 camper build. I hope that you folks have enjoyed today's video. Until next time, take care and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.